Okay, what were we doing? Perimeter. Right. So we're going to check. We're going to check today. So who can give me a sentence with one of these words or one or more of these words in it? Two or more words. How about we start with Albert? Open your book. Go Albert, give us a sentence. Okay, it's getting really hard to hear. Why don't you read to each other? So you two read together, check each other's sentences, you two check, and you two check. Okay, so if you sit next to each other, you can check there. Right. Guys, I'm going to count to 3 and I want to see you doing your daily 5. You should not be up here changing. You all know what you're doing. It's round 4. I'm going to count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Kingston, do you know what to do? Sit down there. Sit down here. You've got Blake there. Can you talk to someone? What's your problem? Do you want to sit in the chair? Okay, sit in that chair. David won't like to see you. David, he's just going to sit in your chair. Okay, shush. Get on with it. Do your daily 5. Do your daily 5. Quiet in here. Right. Who can give me a sentence for one of these words? I've got Albert's read me one with mummy. Read me your one with mummies again. That's right, they did put salt on dead bodies, and that was a way of preserving or saving the bodies. Right. Caden, if you're doing read to self, which is the only time you get to use those, then you have your box with you. You do not use those for read to someone. You use your box. You come right in, guys. You come right in. You don't stand there by the door leaning on the door. You come right in to me. Right, Caden. Everybody, quietly, please. Right. Who can give me a sentence for one of these for some of these other words? Kayla. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going to end up writing on this page. Come back here. Come back. Come back here. Come back. Go.
Flooding water makes rich soil and crops.
Flooding water makes rich soil and crops to grow and helps crops to grow. Maybe you put that word in there. There's far too much talking for daily 5. Okay, good. I like those sentences. They sound like you're using the words correctly. Brooke Murphy, can you give me one?
They use the soil to grow their crops or give to animals.
Good. Now, who's they? Instead of saying they, what could we write? The ancient E-G-Y-P, Egyptians. Can you write that? The ancient Egyptians instead of they? Because we know who they are. They're the ancient Egyptians. You are a modern Egyptian. You're not an ancient Egyptian, but you are an Egyptian, I think. Is that right? Yeah? Okay. So we have a modern Egyptian here. Now we're studying the ancient Egyptian. Okay. Has anyone got one for tombs? Can you read me your one for tombs? the tomb is the place, like the room where the bodies were kept. So can you put the word room in there somewhere? Hey! That is far too noisy. Okay. We've had flooding. Now, I would like to hear from you.
Okay, when people die, they take their organs out and put them on them. You wrap you in, and then put you in a coffin, and then either have a connection and then put you on the tomb.
Okay, so this is just for the word tomb. Yeah. Okay. Is there anyone who found one of these words was tricky and they didn't have a sentence for? Like, I haven't heard one for hieroglyphics. Can someone do one for hieroglyphics? Have you got one for hieroglyphics? Big voice, please. Shh. Shh. Right, quiet voice, please. Go. Big voice. Big voice. The hieroglyphics is writing. Yes, good. It is writing. Okay, is there anyone who couldn't figure out any of these words? They were just too tricky. No, everyone's happy? So now you're going to check by reading this book and seeing if the words mean the same in this book as you thought and put on your predictions. Okay? So everyone grab a book and start reading and see if we got it correct. If we didn't, we're going to have to change and add to our sentences. Over the hiccups. Okay. Have a read. See, put your hand up when you find a word that we've got. Yeah, what have you got? Hieroglyphics. What page is that? Number 4. Read what it says. Right. So what did you say for hieroglyphics? Okay. So if you said something about hieroglyphics then writing or letters, then it sounds like you're on the right track and you can give yourself a tick for hieroglyphics. Has anyone found another one? Brooke?